with us Bhavani ma'am, who is also founder of Aakanksha. So ma'am, it's a pleasure having you today with us.
Thank you.
And especially on the Women's Day celebration. It's an honor to have guests like you here.
Thank you.
So ma'am, to talk about mental health especially, I would like to begin with what do you feel about the college students and how they should deal with their lifestyle and mental health issues?
First of all, I would like to thank SIS College for giving me this opportunity to invite me on Women's Day. And coming to your question, that how to deal with the mental health, especially for the college students. So as we know that today's trend, we are surrounded with a lot of things which as a student I did not get when I was in school or college. So we have internet facility, we have everything, a small mobile shows us everything. So we are living, the children are living, the students are living in this world, and they have to keep themselves in such a way that they should not get distracted. At the same time they can concentrate on their studies. But it is actually not happening because there are too many distractions. So mental health becomes a challenge. So for that, I feel that somewhere the parents also do not understand the child's psychology because they are themselves carried away with these, whatever is shown in the mobile and everything. So the trust is not there. So I feel that every person has to take charge of their own self by doing some kind of activity. It can be a kind of physical exercise which will boost your mental health. Some small time you can spend on meditation each day that will calm your mind, your stress hormones will come down. So these are the things which the student has to focus on to achieve that mental health.
True ma'am, I mean lifestyle is the key to everything. But ma'am, do you think there has been so much technological advancement today in India or in foreign, in Western countries, counselors are more preferred than in India today. But there are apps like Your Dost and then different applications who understand your mental well-being. Do you think today technology can suffice that, or do we have to go to regular traditional method? What is your views on this? Because you are also one of the founder of Wellness Foundation. So what do you think?
So I'll ask you one question. Okay. So let's say you are watching something on your mobile which is not very interesting, so you don't like watching it. So what you will do immediately?
I mean, I'll just not watch it.
Not watch it, or maybe you will look for
Swipe
some
into
other
another
thing.
one. Yes.
Okay. So similarly, when you are looking for something, a kind of a friend or someone who is going to understand you, so technological thing cannot help you.
Yes.
Okay. So it's like it's like me telling that app that okay, this is my problem. So that will not help me actually. But when you are sitting with a family member or with your friend or maybe your teacher or someone who is a human being, okay, and he will understand you, and accordingly he will guide you, he or she will guide you. So I feel that technology cannot take the place of human being.
Yes, right. Yes, ma'am, and with technology, you have been awarded for your research paper that is for type 2 diabetes, and it can be reversed with your lifestyle choices and other things. So what are your views on it? It's not only about diabetes, but in general also. What do you think on how a person should generally follow the lifestyle?
So when I started with my this research, so I was more interested in diabetes. The only reason was I was diabetes educator. So I wanted to understand that how type 2 diabetes can be reversed only by these techniques, that is diet, exercise and meditation. But during this journey of my PhD research, I found that all these lifestyle diseases are actually called as psychosomatic illnesses, which means it starts from the mind. So when my mind is thinking more negative, it has got more of waste, so that is affecting my physical health, right? So now again the mental well-being comes here. So if you want to be, if you want to get rid of your hypertension or diabetes or any such lifestyle disease, or if you want that it should not come near me, which means that we have to keep our mind healthy. So we have to work on our mind. Working on our mind means what? more of positive thoughts, more of necessary thoughts that we have to generate. And that only we can do, no one else can do for us.
True, like exercise is the key to everything. Like you say, like 70% is your diet and
Right.
30% is your exercise
Yeah.
in all among. So ma'am, today a lot of like MBA graduates or like we all the students go through a lot of cycles in their life, and they also generate bad habits and bad culture. Like SIS do have a counselor facilities for like providing them facilities for counseling and everything. But what are your opinion on these trends that happens around peer to peer?
So there is something called peer pressure. We all know about this because even when I was in college, where so much of exposure was not there, still peer pressure was there. So I would like to just quote my example, and why I'm giving my example is because maybe it will be quite interesting and
Yes.
you can relate with yourself. So I'm a pure vegetarian. So like my family is a vegetarian. So we don't eat non-veg, or we don't have the habit of socializing, drinking and all. So when I was in college, most of my friends, they were all non-vegetarians. So they used to make fun of me. Like कभी शेर को हाथ मुंह धोते हुए देखा है क्या, कभी शेर को घास खाते हुए देखा है क्या. So such kind of comment and all. But then I never, it was actually a pressure. Like you have to taste, you have to eat some, like forcing. People used to, my friends were forcing me. So I made it a point that I will not eat means I will not eat. It's not just because I'm a Brahmin or something like that, but I do not want to eat. One reason was I cannot, it's like, killing an animal and eating. So that is against I feel that it was against the law or against the nature. Something was there, I said I will not. So I was very stubborn about that. So during this process, when I came to my first year in college, so when I went to the second year, by that time the number of friends were less for me because many of them, they did not want to make friendship because I did not listen to them. Okay, so that is peer pressure, but I did not come under that pressure. So why I quoted this example was all of us, we are actually very strong from inside. Just to gain acceptance from my friend, I should not be doing something which is not correct.
True.
So when I say as a student that too much of pressure is there, the world is like this, it's not right actually, because I want to please my friends. That's why I'm doing some kind of wrong act. So okay fine, if I don't have 10 friends, I have only one friend, that's okay, that's good. एक भी अगर अच्छा दोस्त मिला, सच्चा दोस्त मिला, तो that's fine. So why we want 10 friends? Why we need that acceptance? That is my point of view.
Yeah. I mean, you should accept yourself like the way you are, rather than thinking more about society's perspective.
Absolutely.
Being modest is the best.
Right.
So talk, like you can say like your friend said you share, so take it as a compliment only. And to talk about women today in the society, and since it's a Women's Day celebration today, what is one advice that you would like to give to all women? Not only women but also students, girls.
So we all have seen the photo of Goddess Durga, right?
Yeah.
We have actually seen Goddess Durga in temple. So generally we call her as Ashtabhujadhari. Ashta means 8, Bhuja means hands. 8
Yes.
hands she has. And we have actually seen that every hand has got a weapon, and her Vahan is a tiger, and she is standing on Mahishasur. All of us, we have this clear picture, we have seen this, right? So what exactly is this Ashtabhujadhari? Why Durga Ma is called as Ashtabhujadhari? If you actually see all of us, we have these 8 powers.
Yes.
Okay, we have inside us. It's something like, I'm getting ready to go for a marriage, and I'm stressed because I don't have proper accessories which is matching to my sari. But after a few days I realized, okay, the matching accessories were inside the locker only. But I did not know. Similarly, the women, all girls, today, all of us, we should understand that we all have those 8 powers. We ourselves are Goddess Durga. So these 8 powers are, just in short, if I tell you, it's like power to accommodate, power to tolerate, power to decide. There are such 8 powers are there. So all these powers we ourselves have, but we are trying to look outside to get the power. So if I am feeling a little upset, I go to my mother, or I go to my sister, or I go to my friend. I say, okay, this has happened with me. You suggest what I should be doing. But we have all the powers. So let's invoke those powers. Let's become Ma Durga. Ma Durga in the right way, not in the wrong way. कहते हो झगड़ालू को भी माँ दुर्गा कहते हो. So let's be very confident. Okay, let's use these powers, the weapons which Ma Durga has, and let's lead a very, confident life.
True, ma'am, true. Having your own self-belief is so important today. When you accept yourself the way you are, when you believe in yourself of what you are achieving, maybe that is the path where everyone can go. Thank you for having such a wonderful conversation and inspiring us about today, especially on the Women's Day celebration. It's important for all of us to understand about mental health and how we should grow as a person, especially follow a good lifestyle. And definitely your foundation has been doing such an amazing work. So thank you, ma'am, for joining.
Thank you so much.